Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Oakenfold, shall we? Well, I don't know too much about this game, except that the developers contacted me and let me have a crack at it early. It's currently being kickstarted. If you enjoy what you see and want to help them out on their journey, I'm sure they would appreciate it, and we get a better game in the end. And this is a roguelike game that is kind of like a puzzly roguelike with some really interesting decision making baked in as your priorities, or perhaps unlike what you normally see in a roguelike. But honestly, I know very little, so I'm just going to jump right in with a new game. Now, Asha's mindset. How do I want to do this? Normal, difficult, or insane? I think we're going to go with normal because it's my first time. And here she is. This says she learned her flexible survival skills from her father, a hardened, practical man. Asha took after him, preferring practicality over flashiness. A skill set designed to get the job done efficiently. Now, I don't know what that means, but I'm going to start here and maybe work up as we go. Okay, so I'm just going to say normal. And start. Okay, so when I get to the next screen after starting, I see a game screen that very much, in terms of the pathing and the choices, it reminds me of Slay the Spire, so I get that roguelike feel there. Of course, Darkest Dungeon is doing this now as well. Darkest Dungeon 2, I should say. And let's see, I'm in the lower Himalayas. And I think from what I saw from the description is these are like my crates. And I think they contain some kind of necessary resources that I need to rebuild civilization. And so I can't lose these, so they're like effectively my health. So I have 6 of them, and if I lose them, I die. I don't know what these other forms of currency are. This is either time or compass, or, you know, I don't know. It says I have 5,570 million Oakenfold, or I don't know what the M stands for. Anyway, here's where I am, and I can pick either of these starting locations. And this has a side objective of spawn blocking. Block enemy spawns 1 time, and there's that enemy in this 2-wave battle. Or I can have this 2-wave enemy battle with the same enemies, but the side objective is collisions. Have enemies take 1 collision. I feel like for some reason it would be easier to do spawn blocking if I see where they emerge. And right away with spawn blocking, I am reminded of a game that I played with mechs that was developed by the FTL team. The name of it is slipping away from me, but sometimes the bugs would like emerge from the ground, and you could know where they were, and you could stand your mech on top of it to block them. So that kind of gives me some of that feel. So I'm going to take this one and see what happens. Indeed. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So this is very much like Into the Breach. That is the name of the game I was trying to think of. Into the Breach, in that it's an 8x8 grid, like a chessboard. And, you know, you have these big squares where you see the enemies, and maybe you can stop them from emerging, and it's very strategic in that sense. So, I mean, that's a fantastic game, by the way. It's super hard, but it's awesome. So if you're combining, you know, roguelike elements with Into the Breach and this time reversal element, which is obviously unique to Oakenfold, I'm loving all of the, you know, ancestry that we're seeing in the game in terms of where it's taking influence. So let's see. In this game, you can undo and redo all of your actions. This is done with your mouse scroll wheel or your time scrubber in the top right up here. Your trusty time scrubber shows how many actions you have left until the enemy's attack. Can be used to reverse time. Try out your abilities and simply reverse time. Okay. I've got to reach Oakenfold, they say. Now, this is what I'm talking about, like where, let me see how this plays out, but here's the crates, here's the enemies, and let's see, what do I have? Power Glove. Well, this is perfect for the channel. As you can see in the lower right corner, I am indeed wearing a Power Glove in the picture. A weaponized glove delivers a heavy punch that deals damage and pushes the target away. Okay. Hook throws a hook that damages the target and pulls them towards you. Okay, so these are like maneuverability attacks. And then the grenade is an AoE attack. So here I am. I'm Asha, and I've got my Power Glove, and I've got my hook. I mean, I look awesome. The game, the color palette is great for this game. The art style looks terrific. And these, I think, on the field here, these might be my crates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I actually have more crates, perhaps, than are indicated up here, the amount of crates you're allowed to lose. If this reaches 0, Oakenfold will not be able to power up and everything will be over. So I need all these crates and the supplies to kind of like rebuild. Contains precious fuel. So these guys have 12 hit points. And they're called tinies, and I can left click on this guy and I can just do slab, which is a rock hard hit that damages and pushes the target. Okay, interesting. But if I do this, okay, actually no, I see. All right, so there's a lot to take in. Sorry, I'm, you know, my brain is slow. If I mouse over this tiny, you can see that he's targeting this crate. It turns red. He wants to attack that, and you can see that he'll kill it. And that in the upper left, one of my crate icons is blinking, meaning like this is going to get destroyed and take away from my maximum number of crates and get me one step closer to losing the game. So I know the enemy intents, just like in, you know, Slay the Spire, or, you know, to be honest, Into the Breach, you get to act, they get to act. You kind of know what they're going to do, or you can make your best guess. And I get all of this time to play with to figure out the optimal way to kill them all before they blow things up. There's a crafting station on the field, which is fantastic, which just says I could craft new items like during the fight, which seems really cool. All right, so if this is like Into the Breach, this guy wants to attack to the right, basically. I mean, this is an isometric, so the right means kind of southeast, you know, because the map is skewed on its edge like that, or on its corner, I should say. But anyway, if I push this guy up with Power Glove, okay, it says delivers a punch that pushes them away. I will push them up one tile, and then this tiny will perform its attack on an empty square. I think that's how that will play out. And it pushes the target away. I hope this only meets one square, because I don't want to push it into the crate and break it. So let's just try it. So I'm going to use my Power Glove on this dude. Yes, and it displays. Oh, this is fantastic. Love this. This is a super intuitive game. Okay. So you see here, the sword icon means I'm going to attack this guy. And then the arrows come up saying he's going to move up. His health is blinking, meaning I'm going to do 2 damage to him. He's going to have 1 hit point left, effectively. And I think that's what that means. Never mind. I don't know what the 12 means. By the hit points, but I'm doing 2 damage, and he will take damage, and then he will move up here, and then you can see the yellow square to his to the right is now open, meaning that's what he's going to attack. So let's at least do that. Ability cooldowns. Oh, and they go on cooldown. Ooh, interesting. Your abilities come off cooldown every 6 actions, at the beginning and in the middle of the wave. Your time scrubber is divided into 2 parts of 6 actions to indicate this. Ah, okay. So I get 2... So when this hits all the way down to 6, I will get access to these again. So this is where, you know, a la perhaps Into the Breach, but even more so, this is like a puzzle game. So I'm trying to... I have a limited number of special actions I can take, so I'm trying to find, within the turns available, the optimal way to deal with this situation that the game has presented. And that's a true roguelike. I love that, that I'm getting to use my brain and be kind of puzzly. It brings to mind, like, desktop dungeons, maybe, you know, or other, maybe Kickle Cubicle, you know, Adventures of Lolo, but with combat, right? And so I'm going to get to... I can just hook this enemy back and kill him if I wish, but maybe I want to move. Oh, but moving takes a ton of actions. Interesting. Okay, now I figured it out. Like I told you guys, my brain is slow. It always has been. That number 12 is how many turns left until they act. So I took an action, and then now you can see that there's 11 turns until they act. So if they only get 1 action, and I get 12 to their 1, which I don't know if that's true, then my first objectives should just be to put them in such a way that they aren't killing any of my crates. So I could move, like, for example, this is going to pull 1 square, and this guy wants to attack to the top. So if I just move down here and pull this guy over, he would attack here and hit nothing. And then I wouldn't kill either of these tinies, but I would neutralize their ability to be damaging my crates for the first wave. However, if I don't kill them, I'm assuming more enemies are going to emerge. Now, hopefully, before that happens, the game will indicate where... oh, there's the spawn point. Okay. Interesting. So I have... Okay, now I get it. I was going to say, like, hopefully the game will indicate where. But this game is perfectly intuitive. It's doing everything. I just have to catch up. So this is where the enemies are going to spawn. And now what I want to be doing is thinking of a way that I can push an enemy onto this spawn point. Like in Into the Breach, if you put the enemy over the spawn point, it will take damage from something emerging when it tries, and it will block it, and it will damage whatever's on top. So I could try to pull this guy down here. I can't remember... If he wants to do slab to me that damages and pushes me. I don't want a grenade near these boxes. Okay. So what I have to start thinking about is I need, I might pull this guy. I don't see how I can pull him far enough to get him here, though. I might need to just stand on that to block it and take damage. If I heal to full after the fight, then we're fine. I'm trying to think to myself, even with the 6 actions being used up, and then me getting these back off of cooldown, the idea of me pulling this guy down to this square, if it only pulls them 1 tile, doesn't seem feasible. I need to pull him 1, 2, 3, and I don't have the ability to do that. I could grenade him, like I could pull him to here, right? and then grenade him down here and then pull him, but that would kill him. Like, he only has 3 hit points, so he's not going to survive that. So let's think about just blocking it with our body and seeing if we can kill these guys ourselves. So let me see where I can put a grenade. It says damages the target and pushes units on adjacent tiles away. So it appears that okay, actually, if it pushes them away, maybe I could do it because it won't damage it. Okay, interesting. But this, you have to be 3 squares away to use this. Okay. I don't really mind, I suppose, if he breaks my crafting station, although it seems annoying. Okay, so what am I trying to do? I can experiment. So let's see if I can get this guy moved, right? So if I go down here, each wave you can do 12 actions and then the enemy's attack. Your time scrubber shows the amount of actions you have left. Okay. And I move here. And if I hook this guy, and then go, well, I need to use my grenade immediately. It's not going to work. I can't get into a position where I can push this guy with the grenade before the 6 turns so that I can use my hook again. Like, I need to be able to use the grenade to damage enemies and to do this. So let's just see if I can get lucky, I guess. You know what? I'm going to go back. I'm going to use my time bank and go back. And I can then go forward. And it looks like I can do this as much as I want. Like, this isn't using a currency. So this is really cool. So it's like I can think about this. I can think logically about how I want to do this. Okay. So the difficult thing for me is, given movement and everything, hitting this guy. So what if I just put everything into just hitting this guy in the face and then basically killing this guy and then moving here? Energy pickup. You picked up an energy orb. Energy orbs are used to craft items and upgrades. If the enemies pick it up, they'll get a health. Oh, okay, so I got an energy orb, which is right here. The amount of energy you collected. Interesting. All right, I want to hit this guy with my grenade. Oh, did I damage my crafting station? No, he's going to damage the crafting station. Okay. Now, you'll see that basically my time is almost... It's going to reset. So I'm going to see if I can kill this guy and get around to move this dude out of the way. I don't know, but we'll find out. All right, so we're already here. I can certainly hit this guy with a grenade to soften him up, but now that would hurt my crate. Okay. Yeah. If I... he'll hit my crate instead. Okay, this is good, though. This is good news, in all honesty. All I need to do is pull this guy toward me and then punch him and kill him, and then use a grenade to push this guy forward. I think I can do that. Let me see. Hook. Punch. And then I'm going to actually step here And I got an energy orb. And then we're going to shoot right here. Yeah. And so this guy will... I don't hurt him. When you can't do anything useful anymore, you can skip actions and store them in your time bank. Oh, wow, that's fascinating. At the top right of the screen, you can find the time bank buttons. Time banked actions can be used later to craft items or escape a location. Wow, okay. So I moved him. He's not going to hurt anything. But I can't get here. The next wave of new enemies will spawn here. So this is one path that I could take, where I end this section by using 10 of my action points and then killing everything and neutralizing this guy. But I will not complete my bonus objective. If I do, I get 2 time banks, 2 time bank units, and an energy unit as my prize, right? So I know I can do that, but what if I want to go back and try this again, you know, live, die, repeat style? And see if there is a way for me to get this guy onto that tile. If I move here, 1, 2, 3, and grenade behind him, it'll pull him toward me. And then I can move down here and pull him, and then... No. What I would need to do is... grenade behind him again from this position. I think that'll actually work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the power glove, punch this guy. No, power glove this dude, yep. And then I'm going to hook just to kill this guy. And then I'm going to... I don't know if these are collected at the end of the battle if I don't step on that square, but either way, my plan is to go here and then fire a grenade here. And then my plan is to go here and fire a grenade. Is that right? It's still so hard to get this guy onto this square. Even if I fire a grenade behind him and push him toward me, maybe I just sacrifice the crafting station. Like, I don't know how long that crafting station needs to be there. If I go to the next stage, maybe I can get it somewhere else. But this way, no, what I could do, though, is just, I can hook and kill this guy. Right? So that guy is dead now, and I can't really shoot anything effectively. So what if I then just ended the turn right here? I will block... I will get the bonus objective, but I will lose the crafting station. I think that maybe that's the better option for right now. I don't know. We'll find out. And I'm just going to push spacebar. So he broke my crafting station, and I did take a damage. Oh, he took the enemy. Uh-oh. Okay, I didn't realize that was going to happen. So that worked out really badly for me. So good to know. I don't think I can go back in time any more than this. I do have 2 time bank. So he became an elite enemy, and I lost my crafting station. I took a damage, but we stopped an enemy from coming in. We got the energy, and let's see. If I grenade, he'll hurt that. I need to hook this guy. So we need to go here, and let's hook this dude toward us. We have plenty of energy to just crack this guy. We'll grenade behind him. I'm going to power glove him. And then we're just going to wait like 1 turn. I'm going to move backward, and then I'm just going to hook this dude, and it's over. I mean, hopefully. I picked up the energy, and I'm gonna end the time, and we did it. Okay, so we finished, and we got a successful defense, and we got 2 time banks and an energy. Keep going. Now let's see. Hopefully, if my health persists, then that might have been a mistake. Anyway, now this is a forced encounter, and it's a protect encounter. You can see in the bottom left it has a legend, and it tells you like what's going on here. So there's like, this is a location, protect, unlimited crafting, which sounds great, sandworm, which I've seen Dune, that's not good, red Dune as well, and it's even worse. I could be lost, I'm not sure what that means, and then there's a boss. So let's do this. Protect the guidance system, and they want me to end on 1 health to get a bonus. So I can, I mean, look at that. I can intentionally try to end at 1 health. So, let's talk about this. I did heal my health all the way. Now, here's a robo-fixer is busy rebuilding your crafting station. So the crafting station that I got destroyed before is getting fixed. Okay, so I didn't understand the game. I still don't. I'm trying. But maybe what's going on is I look at that map and I think like I'm moving around on the map like you would be in Slay the Spire or Darkest Dungeon 2. But maybe in this case, I'm not moving on that map. I'm staying in one place with my Oakenfold supplies, and I'm just really choosing on that what I encounter. And because of that, my crafting station from the location I was on that I allowed to get damaged is being repaired. Now that's one option. Another option would be that I'm nomadic and we're on the move, and I'm bringing my crafting station with me even though it's been damaged, and this guy's gonna fix it. I don't know. But given the full turn, he's gonna fix this by next turn. So we have 3 bad guys, and here's our objectives. We're gonna end on 1 health if we want that bonus. Protect the launch guidance systems, which are these satellite things, and have the robo-finishers finish his work. So we want to protect our crates, of course, and we want to protect the guidance systems, and we want to help out. Now, what does this guy do? A skitter. What is he trying to do? He wants to pinch and deal light damage. Oh, but if you get close to him, he jumps away. Interesting. Okay. So immediately then, I'm thinking I want to just use a grenade to make that guy move out of the way, you know? And that's something I could do. Where there's spawns right here and here. Alright, so if I use a grenade, let's just practice. Use a grenade, move that guy over. I wonder if I can make them attack each other. I wonder if I push this guy forward and they are right there, if they would fight each other. I'm interested in seeing how that plays out, actually. I have, banked energy, okay. Alright, so now this guy's not attacking anything, and this guy's going here. Now what I want to do, and I don't know if this is, like, feasible, but I'm gonna... no, it won't work because, you know what will work, though? If I grenade right here, I can't wait to see what'll happen. I mean, I really want to see if they'll fight each other. If they don't, this gamble does not pay off, and I'm embarrassed. But if I punch the guy forward, he just dies. If I move over here, I block 1, and I'll take a damage, and I'm trying to somehow take a little bit of damage. I can't hit this guy and really move over very easily. I could have tried to use my... Actually, let me go back. What if instead of using my grenade, I use my hook? And then they actually should kill each other. Because now the Skitter has 1 hit point. And then I can move to here. But if I grenade this guy, it'll just push him into that space. So what I'd like to do instead is just move here. And I'm going to end the turn. Let's see what happens. Okay, interesting. So I didn't really process what was happening, but now I get it. Spawn point. The symbol on this tile indicates a new enemy will spawn here at the start of the next wave. If an object occupies the tile, it will prevent the spawn and will take 1 damage. So if I can put an enemy on there, of course, that's good for me. Now, one thing that I learned right there is that the enemies don't attack simultaneously. So the Skitter attacked first, and then the Tiny died, but the Tiny didn't get to retaliate and finish the Skitter, which is, you know, unfortunate. But anyway, we're good because what we're going to do here is, if I collect the energy, I prevent an elite enemy from being spawned. Now, the Skitter will move away if I do that, which is actually okay. I want to see what happens if I hook this guy. Yeah, so if I hook this dude, I think he's going to pull him here and kill the Skitter. They collided. Okay, that's great. So what happened was, hook does 1 damage, right? I hooked him, and then I pulled him, and then when the enemies collided, they did another damage to each other, and they both died. So that's very, very good. I'm going to... If I move here, I can grenade this guy away down to here, which is sort of useful, but it doesn't put me in a position to use the rest of my abilities. So I could instead just kill this guy. Like, I could walk down here. I could walk here, actually, and then hook, punch, he's dead. And then I'll have enough left to get back to this square and block it. Let's do that. Let's collect this energy, so there's no elite enemies, because that's diabolical. And I'm just going to hook, punch. Oh, I don't have enough to get there. I was really hoping I would, because I wanted to take the damage. So in that case, I can't do this if I want to intentionally take the blocking damage. So let me go back. Let me go back. I can grenade the guy, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. Here, let me go back, actually. I feel like this guy is going to snake me and take the energy if I don't kill him. So there's that to worry about. Yeah, I think trying to end on 1 health is, like, cute. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. I think that's cute, but I think I need to just not try for that right now. Pull you. Punch you. Take this. And then bank the rest. Alright. So he wants to do 1 damage. This guy's almost done. All the guidance look like they're okay. I can pull punch and kill this guy so easily, right? 1, 2. Now comes the interesting part. I mean, I could do this by not killing all the enemies, but I don't know what happens if you don't kill them all. I think it's better for me to just take the extra energy from killing all the enemies. Move here. Then move back here. And then, you know, grenade behind this guy, punch this dude, and pull that guy. Collect the energy and pass. So I didn't get this one, but I had him finish his work and I protected the guidance system. So I think that's a pretty good compromise. Like, I could have maybe done this, but not in a way that I thought was effective. So now we get to keep going, and we can either go here or here. So the nice thing is you get to craft as much as you want. The bad thing is there's landmines, and there's a harder enemy. Well, this guy's the harder enemy either. There's 3 waves instead of 2, right? So this is like the bigger gamble, but I have all these resources. I should probably spend them. So let's go over here. And I see the landmines on the map, and the Robo-Packer is doing what? He's trying to build another crafting station? Alright, and so here's a crafting station that we can maybe use to spend some of these resources to upgrade ourselves, which seems really important. I haven't done that at all yet. And everybody, I think we're going to get into that next time. I think this is a good place to stop this first episode. We got to see 2 full battles and are really starting to understand how this game unfolds and develops, the decision-making, the difficulty of trying to get all of these bonus objectives, but the fun of that, and the fun of getting to use the time scrubber to kind of plan everything out and then have the forgiveness to reset it if it didn't work the way that you were expecting, so that you can really, really try to finesse this to your benefit. I'm having a great time with this game. If you enjoy it, if you want to see more of it, remember you can go to Oakenfold Kickstarter and help out the developers. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to talk to you guys in the comments below about the game. What do you think about it? Does it seem interesting, fun to you? Have you tried it yet? Do you recommend it? I'll chat with you guys below, and I hope you have an excellent evening or day. I'll check you next time. Take care.